Yeah, guys. Yesterday, we were discussing about methods with some examples, right? So let us continue the same thing. Methods are created for reusable purpose, one-time creation, and multiple times usage. Okay, one-time creation and as well as a multiple times usage. Okay, so we will be creating these methods for one time and we are going to use these methods for multiple times. Okay, so what we need to do for this particular thing is, okay, so what exactly we need to do for this thing is, we have created a method and the syntax is a public void method name, open brace, close the brace and hit this particular thing. Inside that you need to write down a logic. Right. A small point that I want to add out over here is, guys, let us create a method. Let us create a method in which we will perform adding of two numbers. So guys, the only method that I need here is I want to perform an add operation on those two methods. Or if I give two different variables out over there, that method should add two numbers. So my ultimate objective is adding two numbers is what my ultimate objective, guys. Let's go back to the editor. Let me create a new class. New class, and I'm naming it as a demo3. So in this demo3, I'm adding a method public void add. This was the method that I have created. For this add method, system.out.println 2 plus 3. Okay, I have added 2 and 3 here. So this method is performing an add operation in which it is adding 2 and 3. So if you see my requirement, basically, I haven't specified any numbers. I asked it to perform two numbers addition. As I asked for two numbers, here we have a 2 and 3 are the two different numbers that will fulfill our requirement. Now, let me create a new Java class again, demo4 with a main method. See guys, one thing, where are we creating a main method and where we are not creating a main method, such kind of a question will rise in our mind. So the answer for this one is, if you want to access the information if at all you want to execute a program, in that situations you will be creating a main method. So as of now, as part of this demo4, I want to focus on, okay, so I want to focus on how exactly the sum is getting executed. So guys, here demo3 is the class which has a methods and demo4 is the class where I want to use those methods. So the simple thing is I need to create an object to the demo3. So demo3 space obj is equal to new demo3. I have created an object for that. And using that particular object, I called that add method. Okay, using that particular object, I have called this add method successfully. Okay, I have called this add method successfully. Okay, so now what we need to do means, let me try to run this script. Run as a Java application. Okay, good. So here, okay, so here, if you observe basically, the sum of these two methods got retrieved and it got printed down to the console too. Okay, the sum of these two methods got retrieved and it got printed down to the console. Perfect. Now here, for this requirement, we have created a method. Awesome. And now my requirement two, this time I'm coming with a new requirement. This requirement is add two numbers. That's fine. Here also I'm adding the two numbers. But the only thing here is I want to add 5 comma 10. This is what a second requirement is. And my third requirement is I want to add 15 comma 100. This is what my third requirement is. So it means the requirement by requirement, we are changing one number after another number. So as of now, I know method should be created for one time and I can reuse that particular method. That's what I know about a method. But this add method will only work for the 2 and 3 itself. So if they are asking me to perform some other operations, do I need to create that method again and again? Which is a time waste, right? So which is really a time waste factor. So maybe we can create a templates using which we can pass on the values to that particular template so that it will be executing accordingly. So what does it mean? A simple example, guys. Assume that I'm working for a, I'm working for a grocery mart. Just assume that I'm working for a grocery mart and each and every customer will come and collect a coupon from me. Okay, they will come and collect a coupon from me. Basically, I'm the one who is working in a grocery mart where I will be delivering coupons to the customer. Okay, this is what an example is. On this particular coupon, so there are some fields that I can enter, like customer name, mobile number, serial number, okay, serial number, followed by a price amount, and some more fields are there. Okay, some more fields are there. So what I can do, so instead of entering all these fields in front of a customer, whenever I have a free time, I will fill all the details except the customer name and a mobile number. So whenever I got a customer asking for a coupon, I will get his name and a number and I will directly enter it and I will give a coupon to him. So it means I'm preparing a template and that template is generic for everyone and I can give that template to anyone, whoever is coming to me. Right. It doesn't work for only one customer as I have a pre-populated with all the fields. Whichever the fields are changing, I'm not entering those fields, which is a template and we are reusing that particular template. The same way here, whenever you are creating a methods, it's a mandatory for us to think in all the possible ways and see how exactly we can reuse the same method for multiple times without recreating that logic again. So it means if at all you want to perform an adding operation, no matter, I will be creating only one method that should perform add operation for any 2-digit number. Okay, guys, whichever the 2-digit number is there, this some method should perform that particular operation. Is this point clear for you guys or any questions for me? Shiva, Ravi, Shobhan, and Sunanda. Any questions for you guys? Okay, considering your silence as a good, so let me move ahead. So here, if that's the case, how can we achieve this one? Means we can pass on arguments to a method using which we can handle that information. Okay, we can pass on arguments to a particular method. This we can also call it as a parameters to a method. We can pass on parameters to a particular method and then we can use that information. Okay, so whatever the things is there, we just need to use it in this way. Got it? So how to pass on the parameters? Right after the method and name, we have these open brace and a closed brace. Within these braces, we need to pass on our parameters along with their data types. You need to pass on this information along with their data types basically. Okay, you just need to pass on this information along with their data types. It's and the date. Then the next point here is, let's go back. So sum means, see here guys, we are going to deal with the numbers. Okay, so I will give you a small question and along with the options, do let me know which will be working. So here 2, 3 are the numbers. Which data type from the below we need to define? A integer, B boolean, C okay character, D float. Which data type we can use it for 2 and 3 guys? Among these 4 options.
Integer.
Okay, Shiva and Raj. Integer. Is this? Yeah,
Integer.
it's clear, right? Okay, good. Perfect. So integer is the data type. So here for the method, whichever we are going to create, say I'm not going to any other places right now. Whichever the class we have created earlier in a demo 3, I'm adding a method public void sum. And this time I'm passing int A, comma, int B. You said that A and B are an integers. I'm passing A and B as an integers here. Okay, good. Okay, done the deal. So system.out.println A plus B is the option that we are using here. System.out.println A plus B is the option that I'm using here. Okay, now let's go back to this demo 4 and here obj dot sum method. So usually a question will rise in our mind. Surendra, you have created a method with some arguments. Where are we passing these values? We will pass these values whenever you are calling an method with the help of an object. With the help of an object, wherever you are calling down that particular methods, you will be passing down that complete information there. Okay, you will be passing down that complete information there. Okay, see here, this is a template. I have created a template within the class. This template, with the help of an object, you are invoking it. Sum 5, 15. Okay, I can call it one more time. Sum 20, 100. That's it. I just defined that information. Now, let me try to run this program. This sum method becomes more reusable now, and we can pass any number of arguments to that particular sum method, guys. Any questions on this, everyone? Okay.
So basically, when you put integer A, integer B, it's like adding like a template, correct?
Yes. So the method creation is a template. Okay, template. So that's the reason the template, it's not a mandatory to pass on the values basically. So I can create any template. Java will allow you to create a template. But whenever you are calling it with the help of an object, it's a real entity which is mandatory for you to pass on the values. That's the reason whenever you are calling that particular method, it's asking us to pass on that values. Values should be fed into that particular template when we are calling it. That's it. So this is the way how exactly we can create a method and how exactly we can use that particular method, guys. Okay, so this is a small concept or a method, but even there are a couple more concepts are there that we will discuss in the next session.